Good morning, this is Sarah, your healthy carnivore in the UK. Almost said imperfect then. It's day 47, is that right? Very happy. Have my burger patties ready to eat here as soon as I finish the video. What I do is I quickly talk to you guys, give you an update, and then I watch the video back whilst eating my beef. I love that plan. This video is not going to be as cheerful, so if you want an uplifting video, maybe go and watch some TikTok video on butterflies or something, because I feel this is going to be a little bit miserable today, so I'm going to keep it short. It was just a video that I saw on Dave Mack yesterday. It's just some woman that has talked about just unimaginable suffering before finding carnivore. You know, people think that we do carnivore. Oh, there's lots of myths, isn't there? Some vegans say we're only doing it because we love the taste of meat. And yeah, okay, we do all like the taste of meat. Otherwise, we wouldn't possibly be able to do it, would we? But do you think we do it just for fun? Do you think we do it just for a laugh? Oh, I'm just going to be carnivore today, just for the laugh, you know? No. Most people that come to carnivore have tried everything else. They're at their wits' end with a health problem. People don't switch to carnivore and then do it forever for no reason at all. There's always a reason. Sorry, I'm already getting shouty. So I really hate it when people that claim to be vegans say it's just because we want the taste of meat. Actually, no. There is normally 99.9% of the time a much deeper reason, a reason of desperation, frustration, sickness so bad that we would literally try anything. Also, we do it for hope, and we do it for disease prevention, and we do it because we're scared of what might happen if we don't do it. You know what I mean? Forgot to mention that, yeah, it's absolutely chucking it down today. So I'm wearing my coat. I look like my coat has given birth to a thing. My head's popping out of it. Oh, she gave birth to a 47-day carnivore. Clever coat. Oh God, I've completely gone mad. I thought I'd inject some silliness into this because it's going to be a miserable video, right? It's just, this week I've heard about, within 2 days of each other, women, young women, you know, women that, I say young, in their 30s, losing their reproductive system. And my mum was 38 when she lost her reproductive system. And I think it's getting more common, women losing their, you know, their baby making equipment just before or around the age of 40. And it's horrific. And now, I am no doctor or scientist, but I believe that it's, you know, a severe hormonal issue, highly likely to be brought upon by not eating any fat for a long time. Dr. Elizabeth Bright would agree with me on that, I think. There are probably conspiracy theories these days of why women are suddenly losing their wombs, but my mum lost hers back in, in the early 90s. So the conspiracy theory based around that one wasn't happening in the early 90s. I think it's more likely shitty diets, low-fat diets, trying to lose weight. And it just upset me. You know, nearly 10 years in this space. And when I very first found carnivore and I realised the sheer amount of evil around the pharmaceutical world and the dietary guidelines, it just got me very, very riled up and really, really angry. But you get used to it, and you have to. You can't walk around with seething anger in you all day long, because then you'll end up dying yourself from, from massively high, skyrocketing permanent cortisol from being constantly angry. So you have to kind of learn to live with the situation. But this week it did upset me, because I did meet some woman in the flesh who's, I'm not going to say who, obviously, because this person deserves their privacy. not going to say, you know, where I met them or how I met them or when I was talking to them. But they were in their 30s and had a hysterectomy, and now we're having an operation on their foot. Don't know whether it's related, probably not. She's now on medication, has got severe brain fog. And then there's this poor woman in the Dave Mack video, long blonde hair, can't remember her name, but she had such horrendous health before finding Carnivore. And it's this common theme: the doctors won't help. The doctors are not helping. They're just saying, go on this pill, go on that pill, go. And it just really got to me this week. The suffering that people sometimes, and it's happening more and more. And every time you get a Dave Mack story come through, which is once, twice, 3 times a day, it's always an incredible transformation. And but before you get to the bit where you're like, yes, you're there now, there's always that horrible story leading up to it. And sometimes I can listen to it and sometimes I can't. But this one just got me because it reminded me of the woman I'd already spoken to this week. And it reminded me of my mum and a friend of mine that had a hysterectomy in her 30s. And you just think, people that say you're only doing that because you like the taste of meat are so off the mark. It's unbelievable. My top 3, well, my top 3 biggest whys. Let's go with my top 3 biggest whys. 1, I'm terrified of being ill. The thought of being ill just scares the living crap out of me. After watching my mum go through everything going wrong with her, I am terrified of having to go through what she went through and how much she suffered. And so far, it looks like I'm winning the game. I don't know what's going to happen to me tomorrow. Something horrible might go wrong with me tomorrow. But I am nearly 49, and so far, all the things that happened to her before the age of 49, I haven't had. My thyroid is fine. It's certainly not on the cusp of being cut out. My reproductive system is still on a 28-day schedule like it was as a teenager. Doesn't look like it's on the cusp of being cut out. My hormones seem fine in general. There's probably some improvement to be made, but I'm not on the cusp of getting on the operating table. Horrible. I fully expect to keep my hips and my knees for a very long time. Hopefully forever. And then my second why is just to try and be a good influence on other people. Because after seeing these people suffering, I want to help others. And if I can just keep one person from losing all their body parts and going through what my mum went through, then that's an amazing feeling, which is why I need to get all the weight off now, which is why I'm doing a 365-day challenge. Very serious, because if my weight isn't off, people are not seeing, and then they're not inquiring and asking. So that's another why. And obviously the third one, to see my kids grow up and they have children, and then their children have grandchildren, and so I can live a long, vibrant life, enjoying myself and having enough energy to do so. And so I can get on the floor and crawl around with my grandkids and be able to get back up again without 3 or 4 ambulance men having to hoist me up. Yeah. There's the first 3. There are many more. Obviously, disease prevention. And, I am scared not to be. As soon as I'm not carnivore, the times I've had time off, I get a bit scared. I even had a conversation with my husband saying, well, I'm probably not going to get breast cancer because I do lots of carnivore. And he said, yes, but you're not doing it now though, are you? Not at this moment. And then I get scared. And then the next day I start. But for those people that say you're doing it just because, I don't think they think at all, do they? They don't really think things through. No one's just going to eat just meat just because they like the taste of it. People that like the taste of meat are going to be eating all the things and getting the meat in there. It's a silly excuse for being carnivore. Anyway, I hope this hasn't depressed you too much, but I did warn you at the beginning that it's not going to be a happy one. Day 47, of my 365-day challenge, going strong, and now I'm going to watch back this miserable video whilst eating my burger patties. Hopefully you've got much better weather than we've got. We've just got wall-to-wall, very heavy rain. I think I maybe should have brought my kayak to school today because every road is flooded, and so I think I might have been better off with my life jacket on and my kayak. You have an amazing day, and whatever you're doing, eat your meat, drink your water, and thrive. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 48. Bye.